Hello, everybody. Welcome to the New Bork podcast, episode 4. Today we have Skunk as our guest.
Oh
How are
my
you?
god, I'm here. How's it going?
So we decided to have a guest for this episode. We thought, Skunk would be a good guest, and why not? Because we have
hmm
a lot to talk about in terms of what we are each doing. Yeah.
Yee.
I'm pretty cool too, not gonna lie. Just saying.
Yee. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Sir, well, ladies and gentlemen, my name, as you've heard, is Blondskunk. But you can call me Skunker, Skank, Stink. There's a lot of there's a lot of names. It goes way back. Um, Started out, just keep it simple. Started out as a Minecraft YouTuber.
Mhm.
Went to doing Overwatch, playing Overwatch on YouTube, and then sort of became a streamer, full-time streamer. So
Full-time professional Fortnite streamer.
I don't know about that one. It's been a rough week, but we'll go with that.
Understandable.
Understandable, yes. Let's go.
Yeah, so, since we've already kind of talked about Fortnite like that a little bit, we might as well start off with, how are you guys liking Season 6?
I
Season
love it.
6. Uh,
I love it.
I love the battle pass and everything about it. The one thing that's weird to me is the floating island. Like I realized that I went to the corrupted area near Pleasant and then to the one near Shifty, so maybe it's gonna go to another one. I don't know. It's crazy. A lot of crazy stuff.
I think it's really cool. I love it. I love all the skins. I think
Hmm.
they're fantastic. I love the pets. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The pets are amazing. They make me so happy. I feel like it's so like when you get really toxic in the game, it's just sort of like, oh, my pet's so cute, and it kind of brings down the toxicity level. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. It's probably one of the best battle pass so far. I
Oh
feel.
yeah.
Is that too strong to say that? I don't know.
No, I mean, we're all
I
entitled to
think
our
it is.
opinions.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is just because I love Halloween so much, and it's like compared to all the
hmm
other seasons, I just like the theme of it and
Yeah,
everything.
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool too. And the floating island as well, as you said, it just brings a whole new level to the game.
Oh
Really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, with the floating island though, I thought that when they did that, I knew that they were gonna end up doing something. I'm pretty sure we all knew that like eventually, oh, that thing's probably gonna move or it's gonna go higher or
hmm
lower into the
Mhm.
sky.
That's gonna
But when it
move.
started moving like the second day of the season, I was like, isn't this a bit too early for this stuff to be happening? Like it
Right.
destroyed like one of the corrupted areas already, picked something into the air, and then I was like, this is a bit too early. Because
Mhm.
obviously, it's continuing from the last season, but I would have thought they would have waited like a couple more days before they began like these big
Right.
movements of it.
Right. I'm not gonna
But
lie, I felt the same way too. I was like, maybe it is a little too early, but maybe there's more. Maybe this is
maybe.
happening early because there's gonna be more after the island reaches all the places. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, and
I
what's
mean they have one of those don't they have another one of those like road trip type things going on?
the secret skin thing? You mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what that one looks like, even though, someone's gonna find out like tomorrow probably what it is and I'll be like,
Right.
yeah, can't wait to get it.
Yeah, there we go.
But the pets, I really like the pets. It's
hmm
a nice addition, and but one thing a lot of my friends have been telling me is that they wish that it was like you could change so it's like the pet is on your actual back bling compared to actually just being a separate back bling.
All right. Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
But
Yeah.
besides that, I really do like the details in it. How it's like when you're aiming in at someone, like it like leans in, you can see it and just growling if you're
Yeah.
having a dog. I don't know what the dragon or like chameleon gecko. I don't know.
I have the
I,
chameleon. He's so cool.
oh
Oh my
yes, I saw that on your stream yesterday.
Yeah, whenever
I was,
you jump, he like bounces. It's pretty
he
cool.
like
Yeah,
bounces. He hangs.
it's just incredible,
Gliding.
like the details that they put into it and how
Oh
much
yeah,
like
it's
work
great.
they put
Oh
into
my
it.
god.
It's amazing.
Mhm. And like
But yeah.
I was also gonna mention the interesting part is wherever that when the island was in the sky and there was the whirlpool. I wonder
Mhm.
if the whirlpool area is just gonna stay there, unless there's something that's gonna happen to that, because it's kind of weird that it
Hmm.
just moved from that area.
I mean, that's a
Maybe.
good point. I don't know.
Maybe everything it'll start going into the whirlpool, like the black holes, just start sucking everything in.
Imagine.
The
Sorry,
whole
guys, season 6 last season.
last season. Game's
Yeah.
over. See you
In
later.
2019 Fortnite 2.
Fortnite too.
Oh
jeez. Wow.
So, well, little minor topic. What's your guys' favorite skin in the battle pass?
Oh wow. Okay, that's a good question actually.
I think the Red
I
Riding
know.
Hood.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Gab, you like the Red Riding Hood one because I
Oh
saw you
yeah, I
tweet
saw your
about it.
yeah. I was about to say I saw your tweet, man.
I mean, you can go first if you want to go, Skunk.
I'm trying to think. I think the dire wolf, but the blue one. Of course, it's
Mhm.
got to be blue.
Mm.
I like that one. That's
Yeah.
probably my favorite.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd have to say the tier 100 skin. Yeah, Dire or
Yeah.
the Dusk skin. I just like the colors on the Dusk one.
Yeah.
Like I like the purple aspects of
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I think that's why I was saying like this battle pass is really cool because all the skins you can't go wrong with them. They're just so cool.
Mhm. They are like
No.
everything about it. Also,
Mhm.
the red before the update, the Red Riding Hood, the braids would poke out like knives. It was so
I
weird.
saw that. Yeah,
It
I did
was
see
just-
that at one point.
It was just, oh my god. And they fixed it, so I'm happy
Yeah, I
with that.
think I saw that on a stream. And I was like, "What is going on with that skin, man? Like, whoa."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool skin though. I do like that a lot.
Mhm.
That is really cool, and all the stuff that comes with it as well.
Oh yeah, the full set and everything.
Yes. Oh, it's fantastic.
Something that I've actually like seen in a couple of videos and streams
Mhm.
is like with the Giddy Up skin, it's like the llama and all that.
Yeah.
There's an emote that like it goes exactly with, and I didn't know if like that's exclusively with that skin or not.
It is, yeah.
It is.
Mhm.
I mean,
When-
does it work with other skins?
No,
Nah, it doesn't.
it doesn't.
I don't think.
No,
Yeah,
it
no, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess. Like
Yeah, it
you
is
know,
cool.
getting skin exclusive items, I guess. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to see that more in the future with like, I love that skin, but I don't think it's like the best skin.
Distracting. Very
Yeah.
distracting.
It's very distracting, but I'd like to see that with like a cool skin, like a really cool skin.
Yeah, for
So,
sure. Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
what I noticed recently, I don't know, like I feel like Fortnite has been super buggy. Like for example, when you're spectating someone and they got
Mhm.
down and then they get revived, their health bar is red. It's
Oh
not,
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
and like they're just like little things here and there that are annoying, but you know, it is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah. It is like there are little things like that. And I did see that. I was watching my brother play actually, and
Yeah.
I'm like, why is his health bar red? What is going on? This game's breaking.
It would be cool though if like they had something like that where like more customization for like the little things, you know.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be cool. But another thing is, how do you guys feel about like the Skull Trooper, Ghoul Trooper kind of thing, whatever?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Me too. What the heck's
Like,
going on, people? Come
Okay,
on.
I know I said this in your stream, but I'm not sure if you saw this. But it was like because I've noticed that in every time that I come to your streams, like
Yeah.
your past two streams, first message I see is something about Skull Trooper and Gold Trooper are coming back. It's gonna ruin the rarity, or I don't like something about rarity. It's like it doesn't matter. It's a
Doesn't
skin.
matter.
Yeah.
And I said this. I was like,
Uh-huh.
people complaining about the rarity of a Fortnite skin was like people yelling at others for stealing their Minecraft skin, and I was like, it's kind of the same in a way.
Right.
Because like people are getting mad at an in-game thing that they can that they don't have to use. You're not obligated to buy it. You're not obligated to use it. You
Yeah.
can change it.
Right.
It's like
It's like this is what happened with Red Knight,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
and it was like,
like when Red
people
Knight came
comment.
out again and nobody got the back bling at first when they bought it. Everybody's like, oh yay, the only OG players get the back bling, and then hey guys, Fortnite game here, bugged out. You guys get the back bling for the Red Knight, and then you know pretty much everybody hated on them.
yeah,
But hey, you know.
hey, it's a skin. They're gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they
People don't understand that it's a seasonal item. Like they've brought back
Right.
back the bunny skins, and that was a seasonal item.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like they have to come out, and of course it doesn't matter like if it does come out or not compared to
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
you
It
know.
doesn't matter.
but yeah, I want to get the Ghoul Trooper. That's all.
Yeah.
They're pretty sick.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
unless they end up like coming out with like different Halloween skins, like they'll make like instead of releasing the Skull Trooper and Gold Trooper like right away, they could do like you know we're working on this for a little bit. Here's some new Halloween skins. How do you like them? And then if people like them, then like next Halloween they'll put them out, and then every now and again they'll like throw in the Ghoul Trooper and the Skull Trooper.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and
Besides that, I don't know.
What I also saw on my timeline, I think last night, is there was on the FNBR leaks, like a leak page, they said stuff about like newer skins coming out. So the names are there's gonna be like a female Skull Trooper, I think, is what they said. There's something called Plague, which I'm guessing is kind of like a plague doctor. I don't know. It'd be pretty sick.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or like some sort of
yeah.
witchcrafty type of deal going on.
Oh yeah, and there's emotes. There's one called Headbanger, Sprinkler, Behold, Electro Swing, and Get Psyched. And, that's pretty interesting.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But have you guys seen the scarecrow skins? I mean, they're
Oh
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I love the guy
I
version.
really like both of them. The colors on the guy one look better than the colors on the girl one, but I think the girl one's design looks a bit nicer than the male one's, because the male one just kind of looks really.
Do you saw T-pose emote?
Oh, the
Oh, yeah?
T-pose emote is that an actual thing that's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
come?
It got
That's
leaked
cool.
and everything. There's a sound for it. I don't know if you guys saw it, like heard it or
What
anything.
is the sound?
It's so it's so eerie and creepy. You should
Yeah.
search it up. It's pretty
I'll have
weird.
to look that up at night just to get that extra Halloween.
Yeah, all the stuff is leaked for the scarecrow stuff. So
Mhm.
pretty cool. Pretty cool
Yeah.
set. I'm probably gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna sell out a little bit.
Yeah, let me actually no. Let me link you a tweet if you want. You can look at it real quick. But that's quite the emote.
There it is.
I know this is kind of off topic, but okay. So wait, Gabby,
Go
you
ahead.
know Nyx, right?
Yeah.
So do you follow him? You follow him, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So he tweeted something out. And it was like that picture of like the like for Xbox, retweet for
Oh,
Fortnite
yeah.
stuff.
I saw
And I
that.
responded to him. I was like, oh, you can't forget about these tweets, because he was saying how like that's the first picture you see in all the Fortnite comments. And I was like, you can't forget about these kind of tweets. And then I put a thing that was like, oh, enter this giveaway for 500,000 V-Bucks. And people took that seriously.
Wow.
Oh jeez.
Like when Skunk was streaming, I even said in the chat, I was like, "Oh my god, guys, I made a meme and people think it's real."
Oh yeah, that's what
And,
I saw.
like, I didn't know if like you guys like checked my page or something, or like, oh, he did that, because I was sitting there, I was like, wait a minute, people are gonna think I'm scamming people now. I probably should delete this. And I was like, I'll keep it up for a little bit. And then
Keep
like,
it up for the meme.
and then a bunch of people just responded like, yeah, no, the code expired, dude. And then some responded with their platform. I was like, I don't know what the tweet said. I just put it out. Because, like, I thought that people would have actually understood that it was a fake one and that I was joking around, because I said, while we're on the subject, replying to another meme tweet, I thought people wouldn't, take it seriously. But I got, like, 6 followers from it.
Hey, there you go,
Easy.
I mean,
bud. That's pretty funny though. It's the internet. They're crazy.
yeah. Like, one guy even, he responded, he was like, oh, the code expired, and I replied with just, like, a gif of, like, the joke, that type stuff. And then someone responded with that same gif or gif, whatever it is. He responded with that, just it going faster. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I can't tell if I missed something. I'm assuming I must have, but yeah.
Yeah. So, if you want, we can start talking about like what we did in the past individually.
Well, we talk internet or what?
I mean, in terms of like content creation and stuff.
Oh,
I guess.
content creation. That's
When
a
I
long
was 2
story for
years
me.
old,
You guys can go first if you want, because mine is gonna take forever.
you got a book to write.
Well, I guess I'll go first. So, basically, I started off playing Minecraft like 2012, but then I only started getting into content creation in late 2015, like November, December. And yeah, from that point on is when I like started making videos and stuff. And then at one point I didn't really like Minecraft because people started like it was just a weird time for me because I didn't know if I wanted to do survival or other
Like multiplayer
stuff.
and all that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I decided trying to, do other things, and then that didn't work out. And then I just started playing a bunch of different games other than Minecraft. And then at one point, I didn't touch Minecraft for like 6 months. And, that's when I picked up Fortnite, and then I decided I wanted to stream because I just had so much more fun with it, even when I was streaming in like 2016, 2015, stuff like that. So, and then from that point on, I just decided I would keep streaming and doing stuff, and like that's kind of what's happening now, basically. So, yeah, I don't know.
I definitely think that streaming is a bit more entertaining than like doing like content creation in a way. Just
Mhm.
because it's like, since it's live, you interact with like the people who would go on to support you.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of like, oh yeah, like you get people in your chat, you talk to them, it's entertaining. So that way, like even if you're just like when you do solos or something, you'll have people in your chat. So it's like,
Right.
yeah, you're alone playing the game, but
It's
like
fun with the
You
people.
gotta
yeah,
chat to talk
yeah,
to
you got to
them.
chat. So
It's
you're
like,
not,
yeah,
so
it's
you're
fun.
alone,
It
but you're
is.
not
Yeah.
alone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I find streaming just a lot more fun because you're literally talking to people live, so it's like, but while making a video, you can be alone just recording, and it can get boring
It's
sometimes.
just like I'm all alone.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
So what about you, Skunk?
I mean, I was a Minecraft YouTuber as well for
Mhm.
a really long time. Like, we're talking a really long time. And, joined multiple SMPs and all that jazz.
Mhm.
And made my way up in the rankings. Became, the master builder on Afterlife. It was pretty cool. But that ended. And so then I didn't really know what to do. So I was just like, all right. So I stopped making videos for a little bit. And then I came over to doing the streams and stuff like that. And, you
Mhm.
know,
Now you're
I
here.
started, well, yeah. But I started streaming, like, Overwatch at first, mainly. This is back before I had, like, webcam and anything like that. Like, this was like, we're talking about streaming on PlayStation, okay? Using the PlayStation streaming stuff. And that worked out for a little bit. It was fun. People would join. And then I think I tried to come back making Overwatch videos instead.
Yeah.
And then that didn't really work out. Yeah, I was having fun with that. I was sort of just doing it to do it and have something on the channel.
Mhm.
And then I discovered Fortnite. And that was a glorious day because I absolutely love this game. It's fantastic. And I love Overwatch as well still, but Fortnite though, juicy,
Mhm.
let me tell you. Uh, but yeah, and then I started streaming that, and that's like where I'm at today, pretty much, doing all that stuff. And
Neat.
it makes me happy because it's so much fun. Oh my god. I have to agree with you there. It's just like a fun time. And I would like to do YouTube again, but maybe later.
Yeah.
It's not your main priority.
No, not really. I'm sort of like a washed up YouTuber right now, but a full time streamer. Let's go, boys. That's like what I go by now.
That's me.
Yeah, but
That's me.
I mean, I also kind of forgot to mention that I did try and play Overwatch for a bit and do competitive, but it just got so like repetitive, getting to a certain point, dropping, getting to certain, and it's just like I'd rather not
Yeah,
spend
it
my
just gets
time.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Overwatch does get a little bit frustrating.
Yeah.
Hello. Big dog.
but yeah, I think over time I realized that like Overwatch was just like I had fun playing with friends and stuff competitively and in
Mhm.
general, but then as time went on, I realized that like I wanted to try new games, and that's when I think last year in March I picked up PUBG when it first came out, and then
Right.
that's when I like really started getting into battle royale. Of course, I had H1Z1, but I didn't like it too much compared to PUBG. So then I started playing that, and then like probably December-ish, maybe. Well, okay, it says I downloaded Fortnite like September, so I don't know what's going on.
I
But
don't know what's
but
going on.
I'm pretty sure I started playing like December-ish and towards Christmas time, and then that's when I thought it was a ripoff of PUBG, so I didn't really spend money on it. I didn't really play too much of it. But as time went on, like I realized that people were starting to get a hang of it more, so I decided to keep playing it. And yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
why.
I started playing around the same time too,
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
because that's my first umbrella that I got was
Mhm.
the winter one. So that was
Yeah.
pretty cool. I think I started around January though. Wasn't like so much like around Christmas. It was like January more of.
Oh yeah.
And then I showed it to Jay, and we started playing a lot
Oh,
of duos. too much. And we still do it, and it's terrible. And he yells at me all the time.
I mean, that kind of happens with me and one of my friends. We play duos a lot whenever we get the chance because it's just fun and like, you know, squads are. I don't know. It's an interesting part of Fortnite. It's like
Really
kind of.
is.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like squads are kind of a joke. You'd rather play it to have fun than to
Right.
win. So,
Yeah.
you know. But
Well, me and Jay try to take that seriously too. We try to play like duo squads, so we're like me
Oh,
and
yeah.
him versus literally everybody else in their freaking squads. That's a fun time.
yeah,
You know,
sometimes.
sometimes it works.
Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to like take it seriously, but of course, you know. I personally for
Hello.
me. Hello.
Hello.
Personally for me, like last night I think I streamed. I didn't win I think I won like 2 or 3 games, but I still like had a lot of fun playing the games, which is kind of what I look forward to more than winning all the time, you know.
Right, right.
But
Which
yeah.
is kind of the point, right? You want to
Yeah.
have fun on stream and do all that stuff, and
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But you also want to win on occasion.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's fun too.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We can. Oh, I kind of want to mention. I don't know if it's like, kind of off topic or on topic, but there's a whole thing. It's been going on for a little while, where basically people buy Fortnite accounts for certain skins, and it's like, I don't know. I think it's
Wait,
stupid.
that doesn't make any sense. What do you mean?
Like, okay, so they'll buy a certain Fortnite account that has like Renegade Raider or like Skull Trooper stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
off of other people that just to have the skins on the account. It just doesn't make sense.
I'm like, wait a minute, hang on, back it up, because it was like, are people buying separate accounts just to buy a skin on that account? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
No, that'd be weird. Okay, yeah, I've seen those. Those are another tweets too. There's
Mhm.
another meme tweets where
Oh
they're
yeah,
like,
like
Here,
retweet.
here's my account with all these skins on it. Please buy. Well, I don't know. I'll give it away or whatever. It's like,
Yeah.
wow, what a loser.
And then like people retweet, like it, reply, do whatever, and they still
Yeah,
never
yeah.
end up winning.
Nah, they don't win because it's a freaking like, haha, thanks for
Exactly.
all the likes and stuff. I'm not giving you my account.
Yeah. But I don't plan to buy one. I think it's a dumb idea.
No, I'm not. I will not
Yeah,
want
when it
to.
comes to buying accounts and stuff, a lot of people complain like, "Oh, I bought an account and then they banned me for no reason." It's like they said that they were gonna be banning and like all the people who say like, "Oh yeah, I bought an account." It's like
Right.
Mhm.
they said that, so it's kind of like people who still do it. They're just kind of they bring it upon themselves because it like at this point it's like you'd assume that they would know consequence.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
They still do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird. I mean, I already have an account that's like
Yeah.
filled with skins. I don't need anything else. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There was also another concept of like custom skins that
Oh.
people put in the files. So like if they had, let's say, Bright Bomber or something, they could change the skin in the files to like Gold Trooper or just a random skin that they wanted, and then yeah.
Mm.
And then like I don't know, to them they would have the skin, but to other people they wouldn't. So
Oh.
it's yeah, only they could see it, and then apparently people could get banned for it if Fortnite found out, and like it's a whole thing. So
Wow.
I don't know.
But
Good.
hey, custom skins though. I mean, like,
That'd be pretty cool.
just
Like,
an interesting
you
little
know,
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see that in like the actual game, but it would kind of I want to know how like they would like work that out.
I mean, I guess they have that already with the color changing skins and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the tiered skins or whatever,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
Ragnarok and all that. But I mean, maybe they could do something with like the base skins, like you can change everything about them.
Oh yeah. What I heard is that people were talking about like Fortnite adding hats and stuff, which is very
Ah.
interesting. But I think the skins would look really weird.
Like some of the skins would.
Yeah, like imagine the Scarecrow with the Snorkel Ops snorkel.
Ah,
was,
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
you know.
yeah. You're like, hang on a minute, what's this? What's going on
But
here?
you know, I would love to take the Scarecrow hat and put it on a different skin, like John Wick or something.
Yeah, hey, actually would look really cool. It's a good idea.
Mhm. But yeah.
Yeah, for certain skins that would work, but
Mhm.
probably not for all.
Yeah, I like the idea, but I don't know if it'll
Mm-hmm.
actually get implemented just because of how crazy you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You'd be looking at the skin from like a distance, like, oh, that's a snorkel op skin. Nope, scarecrow.
Yeah. I mean,
So that would happen.
Yeah, yeah, more customization for like skins and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool to see.
No, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. What are your opinions on like the Dark Bomber stuff and like the set and
I
stuff
really
that
like
came out?
pickaxe. I'm not sure how
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
about the skin. It's
Mhm.
kind of like another one of those situations where it's like I like the back bling on it more than I like the actual skin, but I don't want to buy the skin for the back bling only.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I like it more than Brave Bomber, and I like the theme of it a lot, but I just wouldn't buy the skin. I'd probably buy the glider or pickaxe, because the glider is really cool. It has, like, effects. It's like something like like, purple glider would have, like the 1,500 V-Buck, 1,200 V-Buck, stuff like that. I don't know. And, yeah, the pickaxe I like more than the Rainbow Smash, personally,
Oh, yeah.
but...
Oh, absolutely. When you get like over like 7 kills and you have that pickaxe, it starts flaming.
it's angry.
Holy smokes. It's so cool, dude.
Mhm.
I think I feel
Yeah.
the same way about like Bright Bomber. Like I didn't like this Bright Bomber skin, and I like this skin better, like you said, but I think this I'm not gonna buy it. I don't think it's worth it right now.
Yeah.
Plus I'm out of V-Bucks and I don't feel spending money.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wanted to buy the pickaxe, but I feel like for now, even though I do have enough for it, I'm just gonna wait until it gets released again.
Okay.
And,
I have it now. It's pretty cool. I think it's worth it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure.
It would be cool to see like more skins that are like, oh, the more kills you get, or like the more this you get, it changes like that
Oh, yeah.
little bit because like
That would
even though it
be
doesn't change a lot, it's still kind of cool to see some form of change over the course of time because then it kind of is like, oh, dude, if I get this amount of kills, my pickaxe is gonna look sick. But I don't know. To me, at least, that gives like some form of incentive or motivation to get more kills and play more aggressive.
yeah, but you know what? If a skin did that, I feel like you'd be scared to see someone just glowing or having a certain amount of kills. Like,
yeah.
damn.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh my god, what if the Ragnarok did that and it's just like,
Oh,
wow.
damn.
oh my god.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if this should like count, but I saw somewhere or like a video on Twitter that it's like, oh, when you're in the storm with the Dark Bomber skin, it smokes, like smoke comes off of it, and I thought that was pretty cool. But it was kind of like, you don't want to spend all your time in the storm just to see that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what was the point in adding that? Like,
Yeah, you don't
if
wanna
you're
be in
in a
the storm.
fight with someone, that's the only time they're gonna see it, and you're gonna see it, and then you'll probably end up dying.
It's like, I'm in the storm, I'm glowing, oh, okay, I'm gonna die. That's pretty cool, though.
I may lose this fight, but I still look better than you.
Yep. Walking out in style.
Another thing that would be pretty cool is instead of a pickaxe kind of glowing as you get kills, like a back bling or something too. That'd be interesting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd be really... I think, yeah, as you said, like, that should be, like, a thing for, like, everything. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
there should be, like, a skin, a back bling, and then we have the pickaxes, of course. But more of those, please. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be great. I mean, it's definitely a cool idea.
And also, I don't have Save the World, but have you guys bought it or tried it?
I have it.
I didn't buy it, but I have played it because okay, so I don't know if this was just like a glitch or something, but I play on Xbox obviously, and at one point my cousin, he was telling me, he's like, oh yo dude, get on, we're gonna play Save the World. So like, I'm not buying Save the World for that. So then he tells me, no dude, it's like you're able to play, you don't need to buy it. So I'm like, what? So I get on, and he's playing it, and I can't get on it. And I'm like, did you buy it or something? He goes, no. So I wait like a day or two, I get on, and then I go to Save the World, and all of a sudden it loads me into Save the World. And I played that for like a good hour or two.
Oh, wow.
It was fun for like that like time, but then like after a while I got bored, so I went to I went to Battle Royale. And in Save the World, you earn V-Bucks and all that through like completing challenges and all that.
Yeah.
And I figured like, oh yeah, that's Save the World like exclusive. So I go back onto the Battle Royale, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have like X amount of V-Bucks on that, and I have like 1,000 something on the other one because you get a lot from Save the World.
Yeah.
And I go on, I'm like, oh my god, they transferred over. What is it? And then the next thing you know, I can't play Save the World anymore. So I'm like, was that just a glitch or something? And I was like, yeah, well, I still got the V-Bucks.
You still got the V-Bucks. All
Yeah.
matters.
Got the money.
But Save the World just isn't something I'm interested in, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've played it, and it's like, it's definitely not as fun. Does get boring. It's very repetitive, I would
Mhm.
say.
Oh yeah,
Um,
for sure.
but the V-Bucks part of it is definitely really cool. It's definitely a cool idea, but I just wish it was more fun. I'd probably play it more then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
if they added like a bit more like diversity in like what you would have to do rather than just, oh, this place is under attack and you need to save someone.
yeah,
Go there now. And
yeah, it's
then like you
basically
get
all
back to your base and then you just protect it from zombies and stuff. It's like if it wasn't that over and over and over again, it probably would be a bit more interesting because
that. Right. Right,
But
yeah, and then I'd probably play it more, and I'd have lots of V-Bucks, and I don't have to waste my money on this game. But works the other way around.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, I don't know. I like Save the World. Like the concept is interesting, but I feel like I enjoy battle royale more than that kind of game. You know, like that type of genre.
yeah,
Right. That's
I feel like with battle
Yeah.
royale, it's more so like you have that motivation to like keep playing. You know, I've heard a lot of people say this. It's like you die, and then it's just after you die, you're like, I could do so much more better, and then
Mhm.
you just go back into game after game after game. But with Save the World, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm garbage at the game, I'm gonna not play anymore. Or, oh, I'm the best, I don't want to play anymore.
Mhm.
It's just you just keep going doing the same thing over and over again. It's like
very chill.
there's not really like a skill rating in
Right.
it,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
very chill. Very
Mhm.
chill. Oh my god.
Yeah, for sure. And there's a lot more things in Save the World, which is very interesting. Like, it's just cool to see all the potential things Fortnite can have.
Hmm.
So,
Definitely.
and there's also okay. So I saw this glitch once where my friend joined my party, and we were gonna play, but he still had a Save the World skin on. So it's like this fat dude. I'm like, what? And like, I
What's wrong
was
with that?
no, I was just so confused because I don't know. It just like weird. Imagine that in battle royale. It just
New skin. I love that skin. I know what skin you're talking about, so
yeah.
you know. And yeah, there's some other ones that I would love to, and it'd be great.
Oh yeah.
But it probably wouldn't work. I don't know if they have to change the
Yeah,
player model or whatever, but hey,
Mhm.
I feel like
I'm
the
on
Save
board.
the World models and skins are more like you when you look at them, you're just like, yeah, no, that's not really like a battle royale skin.
No, it's not. It
Yeah,
really
but
isn't.
like
Yeah.
when you look at the battle royale skins, it's like, yeah, that's something that if I saw that in battle, it'd be like, whoa, 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 what's going on?
What's going on? What's
Like if
going
I
on?
see a dude dressed as a lumberjack charging at me with a blue pump, it's like, yeah, I'll be intimidated, but you know,
Yeah.
not that intimidating.
I want to be a lumberjack. I want to charge right in.
Exactly.
But I know this is off topic, and I'm not trying to,
Go for it, bud.
sidetrack. But so before when we were talking about like how we started off like content creation and all that,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we were
the
that on
bell in my
that.
house rang, so I didn't get to answer that. So
Yeah.
You
if
had to
you
keep
guys are
going.
okay with it, I'll just
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
So obviously when I started doing like actually playing Minecraft seriously like around like middle school maybe,
Mhm.
just because it was like all my friends, they were like, oh yo dude, you should try this game out and all that. And it was like it was out when I was in elementary school, and I played it a little bit then, but it was kind of like pocket edition, and I didn't have an account on the computer yet.
Mhm.
But my last year in elementary school, that's when I got on the computer, started playing that, and then going into my middle school, that's when like it really started to like become popular. So then it was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice to know. But I didn't, when I say buy an account, I mean like my friend account.
Uh.
So like all like the names and stuff that he had on there were still on there. So like if you want to like name MC and you looked up like my name in the game, you'd see all his before mine. And
Alright.
I thought it was like I don't care what any of that is. But then like once I started getting into content creation, I was like, wow, this really does matter because
does.
people are gonna think I'm like some weirdo. And at first, when I got a couple of like people saying like, "Oh, dude, your weird old names, they sound stupid," I was like, "Should I just make a real quick video just saying like, oh yeah, I bought this account from my friend because he didn't want to like play the game anymore. He got bored of it." And I was like, "Yeah, it's no point. It's not a big deal." And then eventually, it stopped. It was more so just like my friends would be like, "Oh, dude, you have some weird ass names." I was like, "Yeah, I bought my account." So. But besides that, when it came down to content creation, it was more so just it wasn't something I took 100% seriously because you're young. I'm in middle school. I have work to do.
Yeah, I got
So
stuff to do.
yeah, so I do YouTube every now and again, And it was like back in the days when it was like, you know, the Purge SMP and all that. Like that was like the main SMP I watched, like when I was really getting into content creation.
Yeah.
But fun fact, before I got into content creation with Minecraft, the only SMP I watched was Afterlife and
Oh, well.
like I think it was Quest, but that was like back in the really, really early days of
Oh,
it
yeah.
before
Yeah, I
I went to
wasn't there.
poop.
I wasn't even there yet. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. But what you call it? So, you know, again, it's content creation. It was kind of like, you know, I'd upload every once in a blue moon, and you know, I'd get a good amount of support, I guess. Like for what I had at the time, I'd get like a couple
Right.
views per video, a couple likes, you know. People would comment on it, and then eventually, you know, come like my second, third year of middle school, I just stopped.
Mhm.
And this was around the time when like SMPs were really starting to like come back and like have a huge impact and all that. Like, Quest came back for the 96th time. Fade SMP got invited to that twice, literally after I quit. You had Theta SMP, which a bunch of people wanted me in for some odd reason.
But really?
Still did, yeah. Okay, so this is small, but when Theta SMP was a thing, it had Pyrus, H3 Monkey, or whatever his fucking name was. You had all them.
Mhm.
And for some reason, just because so I bought a skin from Pyrus because, he was like the really good skin maker back in the days. So I bought one from him and I talked to Alex or Nitro and I talked to a couple other members. And then eventually I became friends with them. And then some of the people I talked to outside of it joined and then they were talking about me in the TeamSpeak. And then eventually I joined the TeamSpeak one day and they're like, dude, aren't you like that new member of Theta? I was like, what do you mean? I don't do YouTube. They're like, oh, we should come back. You should join. And then they were all like, yeah, dude, if you came back, we'd totally invite you. I was like, so I can't do this.
I remember TeamSpeak.
So,
That was
yeah. So
That was
eventually,
a time.
yeah.
yeah. But like after I kind of got like that little bit of like notice, it came down to Quest, and then Quest, I joined Quest like 5 times, and I mean that in the most serious way possible. But like what happened was Welmer approached me. He was like, "Oh, yo, dude, did you want to join Quest?" I said, "Sure." Joined it, and then school starts back up, and like the workload was really like heavy for like the start of the year. So I was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna be very active. I might if I get kicked, that's fine." I left then, and then later on, once like towards the end of the year, I joined back, and then that season ended, and then they started the new one up like a couple months later. Now, this was when, like, it was with, like, Zolris, Chrysley. I don't know if you know who that was, Gabby.
Yeah. I know who you mean.
Yeah, it was with, like, those two. And I joined that one, and I think you were in the Discord when I joined. I was like, hey, guys. And then everybody was ignoring me because I was dying by a baby zombie, like, in the same spot. So I said, like, oh, hey, guys. And then I joined that one, left it, joined back. I'm not sure if anybody knew that. Left it again. And then it died off a couple days later.
Oh my god.
So then you had it come back again for a day, and then that stopped. And then Wilmer gets Pixelmon Metro back up again.
Yeah.
That never happened. It was never even told that it ended.
That's a mess.
Yeah. But that was pretty much my whole content creation thing. You would just kind of be like, I'd pop in and out, quit,
That
come
sounds like
back,
fun.
quit, come back.
I remember Wilmer. No, I remember him. I won't say anything more than that.
He was nice. I'm not gonna lie. He was really nice, but some of the things that he got himself into, like SMP wise, at least, like I don't think that he could handle them the way he thought he could.
He bugged me so much
Really?
to get on Afterlife. Oh my god. At one point he was like so desperate. I was just like, you gotta leave me alone. You gotta get out of here.
Oh man. Yeah.
Wait. Gabby, okay, so I'm not sure if you know this. Do you remember an SMP called Spartan SMP?
Spartan. It sounds very familiar, but no, I probably don't.
Wait, Gabby, remember when who was it? When it was you and Nick, Koala's on Fire. When you guys owned it, right? Was that the first time that was an SMP? Because I swear I could have.
No. Okay.
That wasn't the first time, right?
It wasn't. What happened was
That's
so
why I remember it.
it launched like way back. Like, do you remember Rivals?
Yes.
I think right after that is when it launched.
Another SMP people wanted me to be in when I didn't do YouTube.
Exactly, and like I don't know. So it launched like way back, probably beginning of 2016, and then what happened was I decided like I would try and open an SMP to just try to see what would happen, and um my friend had an idea where like we can try and like revive one, and so we had this like cool idea where we'd have plugins and different stuff every week and plan it out.
Yeah.
But what happened was just like
It was a mess.
it was a mess, but it was also just like a lot of things are just unnecessary, and everything with the host and stuff. We had to do a lot of things to keep it up, and it was annoying, but I'm out of
I mean,
that.
I would definitely say that out of the SMPs that I've been in, the two that have lasted the longest, and like actually one I really did enjoy were Ether, and you were the owner of that one, so congratulations to you.
Whoa.
Exactly.
And then Battlefront.
Oh,
Battlefront literally lasted for like a year, I think.
I
I think it was like a couple of months or like close to a year, if not a year. But that like I would play that one so much. Like I didn't like Dez at all. Nobody did. He was in there pretty much because like he was in the team speak. What are we gonna do? But besides that, it was amazing. I loved it.
I feel like SMPs where you just all know each other is just so much better. It's kind of like Afterlife. You guys all really know each other, so it's just a lot more fun to record and play on and everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. At that, when we first started out, it was really fun. After a while, it does get, it does like die
It gets
off.
a bit repetitive, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what happens with SMPs. I've had my fair share of SMPs. Let me tell you. Oh my god.
Yeah, I actually once
you
got
go
invited to
from-
an SMP. I'm not even kidding you. It was literally called Plant SMP.
Plant SMP. There you go, boys.
And I joined that one for a day, left it, and then I got invited to another one a week later called Foyer SMP.
Oh my god, so bad.
Then I left that one a week later, and then joined Quest.
There's a lot of stuff.
There are a lot.
Yeah,
The first one I was on, I can't remember the name of it. Was it called Munchie Craft? I don't know.
Munchie
Munchie Craft SMP. And
Munchie Craft SMP episode 1, boys.
I think so. And I tried to do episodes on that, but it was very early on. Oh my god. And then I moved to Derpcraft. That was a fun time. That's where I met one of my best friends on there. That was a good time. I did a lot of episodes on that. And what was another one? And like I think there was Derpcraft Season 2, Derpcraft Season 3. Okay, so they got that out of the way. And I mean, there really wasn't a good one until I guess Afterlife.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. But there's just so many I just can't remember because I was just like, none of them were good until Afterlife came along. But yeah, I had fun on there. So and here I am today, still on Afterlife. You know what I'm saying? Not the SMP part of it. That's gone. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
True.
Well, Gabby, I was actually gonna bring this up with Quest. Okay, so remember when I first joined Quest, like the very first season I was in it, right? You remember Owen? And I actually a whole lot. I've actually so many times because I used to call with him every day, and it was like
I didn't like him.
He was annoying, but at some points it was kind of like, he was nice. But other than that, for the most part, he was just really annoying.
He was so mean to me.
Yeah, I know. I saw that in the chat. It was like, Queenish was killed by Owen. And I just saw that like a bunch of times. I'm just trying to build a bridge, boys. What's going on?
What's going on over here? Battle going
I just have a bunch of
Yeah.
wooden slabs laid out. I'm just trying to figure out why my friend's killing my other friend that I just met.
Exactly.
Be like, I'll give you a tutorial on this bridge. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I think that out of like all the people who like I've met when I first came into the Minecraft community, that like when I actually started to make friends, I would then go on to like I would actually talk to. Out of all of them so far, Gabby and Seth are probably the only ones that are still like that I know about that are still in the community or that I still talk to.
Right.
Despite Seth, Seth doesn't get on because school and all that. Which I understand, but if we're not counting Seth, and Gabby's literally the only original person that I met in the Minecraft community that I still talk to this day.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh wait, do you
There you
remember
go.
Central, Daniel?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. I remember him from Battlefront. He was the one who told me, he was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna be starting an SMP. Did you want to join and all that?" And then I later joined and I didn't record at all. Nobody really did, to be fair.
Mhm.
But it was fun. Then we ended up. He asked me, he's like, "Oh, dude, have you ever played this game called Spiral Knight?"
Oh my god.
And that, oh my god, late night TeamSpeak sessions for like 3-4 hours on that game, amazing, loved it. But then after a little bit, we just stopped playing. All of us, we just stopped playing. It was me, Daniel. I don't know if you remember Saucy, and then and it was just kind of like the fourth person would just be like anybody in the little friend group. But
Yeah, understand.
after we stopped playing, it was just kind of like, and he asked me if I wanted to play at one point, and it was really recent. Or like, remember when we played Pixelmon with him, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it was a couple days after that. He asked me if I wanted to play Spiral Knights again, and I said sure. And I didn't know how to play, so I was just sitting there dying over and over again. I was like, this is boring as hell. Come out.
But my question is, Skunk, how did you originally get into building and stuff? Like,
Oh,
Yes. How did you become a professional Minecraft architect?
well, then we go way back. There we go. We go way back, boys. Well, I started actually playing for real on the Xbox 360,
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and I just started building. That was like the first thing that attracted me to the game. I wanted nothing to do with the survival aspect. I was building with stone tools and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I had my friends and everything, and they were out doing things, and I would be back building. So I'd be, while they were out, exploring and getting all this stuff, and we're talking like beta Xbox 360, like when it was first released
Mhm.
on the Xbox. And it was literally just, you had a health bar, and you had the little hot bar or whatever. No hunger, no nothing. It was crazy. It was like I was experiencing the PC version of it. And back in like the way times, and I would be building like our kingdom basically, and they'd be like, okay, I got a whole stack of cobblestone from mining. They bring it back
Mhm.
because none of them were interested in building, only
Right.
I was.
Mhm.
And so I think that's where it like first started, because I was just like the only like builder out of a friend group, and I just build and build and build, and eventually I still have pictures of it today, but I had this big kingdom, and they would basically, is how I got my resources, was through building them houses and stuff. So they would give me diamonds for building them houses. It was great. I loved it, and I think that's really where it started. It was just, I don't know, just like really just improving upon and practicing. I know it sounds lame, but that was really where it was, and just being the only builder out of my friend group at the time really got me interested. And then I decided, move on the PC, and I started to make a YouTube channel. I started a survival series called Minecraft Survival, as you do.
Mhm.
And
Thus, the Blondskunk legend was born.
yes, thus it was born, ladies and gentlemen. And
Cue Shrek intro.
what's up, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? Doing fun, doing awesome, actually. Classic. And yeah, and that's where like kind of like I started to improve once I really got on YouTube, because then I started to build in my survival series, come up with new ideas, and I started showing people. Granted, at the time they're not as good as my builds nowadays, but hey, it was still pretty good. And then YouTube really just kind of gave me more motivation to post more and do more, and it was like a one-in-one thing. Like it was like YouTube, posting more videos, improving upon my building, and going back and forth.
Yeah.
And one would get better and the other one would get better, and I'd be posting like tutorials and everything, showing people how to do different things. I'd come up with like interesting ideas. I think one of my like most popular videos on the channel to this day is how to build a mushroom house. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And
Tutorial right there.
it's an awesome tutorial. Everybody loved it. They were like, "Oh my god, this is the best." So like, yes, thank you, my moment to shine. But yeah, I think that's really just where it just began. It was very slow process, but it eventually it just came natural to me. And I, of course, we'll go way back. Getting into Minecraft, coming from Legos, it was just like super natural.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Lego.
Yes, Legos, dude, so good. And I just build like, and I wouldn't. Sometimes the directions. I'd read the directions on Legos. I'd be like, that's easy. And just I would have it done within the hour. Like big Lego sets done, easy. So I've always had like a passion for it, and my job now is, I work in construction. So, am I a builder much? I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I think I've always just had a passion for it, and this has sort of stuck with me through everything. So.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I see.
Something I actually want to touch up on when you were talking about like SMPs and stuff. The Derpcraft one.
Yeah.
The minute you said Derpcraft,
Derpcraft.
I don't know what that was. If it was an SMP, I'm assuming it was.
Oh, well, it was. It was like a survival SMP.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. Yep.
Yeah. So like when you said that, first thing that popped into my mind was this old server I used to play on. It was called Lemoncraft. That was literally the second server I ever played on. The first one being this like, okay, so you know how when you like if you're to buy a server, you get like that really like weird bootleg IP. It's like, oh, this dot this XEX or something like that dot this. It was like an IP like that. I swear that it was amazing. I loved it. Like I literally joined. I said, hey guys, and then someone gave me like a full set of diamond tools. I was like, all right, I've won.
This is cool.
So, but like it was just like it was a really simple one. Not many people were on. It was fun. It had like it had plugins and all that. Obviously, prevent stealing and griefing and all that. But besides that, it was like the perfect server. Eventually, it closed down sadly. Yeah. So then, I went on to find a new server called Lemoncraft, and this was more of like it was a more well-known server, and it was more it didn't have factions, but it was kind of like. You'd find bases and all that would look like they're in factions. But besides that, it was literally just a normal survival server. It had warps for shops and all that. You could build a house, town, whatever.
It's pretty cool.
And I played that like literally. What would happen is I'd go to school, come back, do my homework, get on, play that. And it got to the point where it's like I was on so often that literally the mods knew me, and I would talk to them. And eventually, after like the months of like it being up and me playing on it. I worked my way up without paying, but I worked my way up to getting like the second highest rank that like non like admins and moderators wise.
Wow, GG.
So like all these people would join and be like, "Yo, dude, how'd you get that rank?" I was like, "Bought it for like 5 cents."
A lot of money.
So I'm just flying around the spawn. I was like, "Yeah, no, I didn't pay for this. They just gave it to me." But eventually, they shut that one down for a little bit, but then they remade it and they brought it back. But then it didn't last very long. It then closed down.
That sucks. It always sucks when a server you really like just goes down. I've had that's how Derpcraft was for me. I'm like, don't reset the server. Why do we gotta reset? Why do we start a new season? This is great. There's a lot of buildings, a lot of shops. We're progressed.
Oh, you don't want to reset? Oops, my finger slipped. What the heck, man?
I always hated that. I didn't like that. I was always against it, and I was like, we have everything. We can just build upon what we already have. Like, maximize on the season. Don't reset and redo it all. It's just, I don't know. It never seemed fun to me. It was very demotivated me a lot when that happened. But then I could understand also why it was like a big thing for, like, I guess my friends to do that because it gave them motivation to do more or something new. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's how it is with those SMPs, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Great.
I actually remember the two people that I played with like every day when I got home from school on Lemoncraft. Yeah. I remember their names exactly. It was Sequin6 and this dude called like Penel.
Hello there.
Like I'd get on, first thing would be is like, all right, boys, what are we doing? It's like, what are we building today? We built like a whole underground base made out of cobblestone with a bunch of brewing stands, make a bunch of potions. Like we would literally do nothing but sit on our little like town that we made, and then we would just play. Like we would do like tower defense and stuff like that. Like one person would get like a god bow and then just shoot the others.
That's so
it was fun.
That's great. That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to play Minecraft again. Minecraft streaming.
I really liked the old, like, really old Let's Plays from, like, the beta version of Minecraft before, like, all this other stuff was added to it. Like, it was so much fun.
Like Etho or B-Dubs.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god.
I used to always be interested in like building stuff. Like
Mhm.
when I first got the game, like I had a super flat world where I literally built all this stuff and I loved it.
Mhm.
But
Oh
then
yes,
like
building.
what happened was, obviously I ended up getting a new computer around that time, and that's the one I have now for like 5 years.
Mhm.
But like I got the new computer and all that, and I didn't have any of the worlds on there because like all the other files were on the old computer. We couldn't transfer them over. So like
Yeah.
I lost that world, and I was like, no, because like I don't understand why, but like I literally got so upset at that, and I just was so annoyed. I was like, I worked so hard on building that bedrock house that I couldn't even get out of.
Yeah.
Like I built a roller coaster and all that stuff. I was like,
Hmm.
damn, lost all that hard work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I'd always watch these videos and tutorials. I'm like, oh, how to build a mob spawner and all that.
Right, right.
Like I just loved those videos. Like even if they were just tutorial videos on how to build a house, when I watch videos of like the old Minecraft, it amazes me how far it's come.
Oh
But
yeah.
then it just makes me think like, why did we have to go from such simple times to now having sharks eating you on land?
Yeah, it's great. It's good stuff. And like freaking phantoms. Is that what they're called? Phantoms
Yeah.
that come out of the sky at night and eat you? I don't know what's
I
going
hate those.
on.
Jeez.
They got
I actually
pandas now?
haven't played any of the new updates. Like literally
Really?
after I think after like 1.11, anything after that I haven't played because whenever I try to update my game to it or like load it up, it doesn't work.
Oh, that
Oh.
sucks.
Like instead, it's not like it doesn't work. It's more so like when I'm downloading it, it'll get to like the last part, where it's downloading like all the sound files and all that.
Huh.
It doesn't download some files. Like it won't download like
Oh, that's
some of the
weird.
water splashes or some of the mob sounds, so it doesn't go 100%.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
But for me, like in terms of servers and stuff, I remember the reason why I got Minecraft is because I would go to a close family friend's house. They live in New Jersey, I'm pretty sure, and basically I would go up there, we'd go to their house, and I would just watch them play for hours. And then that's when I got my new laptop, and I would bring it to their house every time I went there and play with them on their server. That was like the first server I went on. It was called Zarkov. And then the name changed to Octane, so it was like a weird thing. And what happened was I was like, I wonder, is the like server still up? Like 4 years later, 5 years later, I went to check, and it was still there. My stuff from like my first name ever was Epic Dude 2154, and it's the sign said it was my house, and I built like a 5-story house with like windows, looked like a skyscraper. It was great, and then like.
yeah.
Good old days.
And I don't even know if it's still up, to be honest, but I think they reset, which is unfortunate. But it's the server still stands.
Nostalgia.
It's crazy. From 2012.
Wow. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I played Minecraft PE, it was like my cousin, he introduced me to it, and it was like I started playing it when you couldn't have double chests. Like you could literally put a single chest and another single chest right next to each other, and it wouldn't be a double chest. But they put out an update for it. And now this was like I didn't have my own phone. I had like an iPod that like I'd share with my mom and all that.
Mhm.
And it was like if I wanted to update something, I'd literally have to ask her. I was like, "Hey mom, can I update the game?" And she'd be like, "No, can't
No.
update the game yet."
You've been a
I was like,
bad
"Why
boy.
not? It's literally gonna take 5 seconds." And then eventually I updated it, and then I was like, "Wow, this is really fun." I kept playing it, and what happened? This was like when the whole like, "Oh my god, it's Hero Brian, this is my world." It's like that's like I started to watch a bunch of videos on that because I was like, "Wow, this is pretty interesting." Watching like little kids scream at him. So I would watch those videos. Then me and my cousin made one world, and you know how it is. It's like whoever makes the world, and like they can whoever else wants to join, they can join it, but only you can access the world like without them. Like they can't join it without you. So
Yeah.
what would happen would be like, we'd go on, and then what you call it? We built a house, and it wasn't like anything major. It was because like we just made the world that day, and then we got off. He went home because he doesn't live with me or near me,
Mhm.
so he went home, and then I go on one day, and I just come back. It's like we literally made like a dirt house to live in for the night. We didn't have any torches or anything.
Mhm.
I come back, And then I go on the world. I'm like, okay, I'll just like go mining for a little bit, get some coal, get some iron, make some torches, maybe improve the house. I get on, glowstone torches everywhere. I'm like, what happened here?
What happened?
And I showed my little cousin this. He was like, oh my god, it's Herobrine. I'm like, that's not real. And then I had to deal with his bullshit for like a week and a half. He was like, Devin, it's Herobrine. He's in your world. I was like, I don't have the world anymore. It's like it got to the point where it's like, since I was young, I was impressionable. I don't understand why like a 3-year-old convinced me that my phone was gonna get hacked by a in-game character that doesn't exist. But it got to the point where I was like, hey mom, I'm just gonna uninstall the app. She was like, why? I was like, reasons. And then like I would just like slowly turn and look at my little cousin sitting next to me. It's like, no reason.
No reason.
For reasons.
Yeah. But yeah, the good old Minecraft days.
Oh, I miss them sometimes. But then
Now,
I'm like,
now it's
you know
just
what?
I
We
play
got
Terraria.
Oh yeah.
Terraria. Oh my god, dude, that's a game. Oh,
Yeah.
I
I've
played.
actually been considering getting Starbound, but it's like
I have.
because I saw you and Kaji streaming it too, and I was like, wow, this game looks really fun.
It is.
I might look into getting it, but then I saw it and I was like, this game looks way too complicated for me.
It's much more complicated than Terraria,
Yeah.
but in a good way. It's like so much. Like it feels so endless. It doesn't. It's just so good. But oh my god, I had my fair share of Terraria days playing Terraria.
I have like 50 something hours on it, and I think like a good 1.5 was when me, Nick, Sigsy, and Katie were playing, and I don't know if you guys saw this on her Twitter. Katie posted a picture because Nick put down a sign, and it just said KT is big men. So that's why I say big men now.
Yes.
Because we were playing, and Nick found out, because I bought Nick Terraria, and he was having so much fun with it. And then he finds out you can make pink phases, and he put down like 3 tables next to each other, and he just puts 3 pink vases down, and then makes like a whole sanctuary above our house for a pink vase. So me and Katie are in the house. He's mining, and then Katie's like, Nick, what happened? Why are there so many pink vases? Because he kept putting them in different spots, and then eventually Katie goes to destroy some, I go to destroy some, and then we come back, and then there's just a sign, KT is big men.
KT big men.
I mean, one last thing I want to mention is there's a game on Steam called Pummel Party. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Yeah, it's,
yeah, you showed me that.
if you know Mario Party, it's exactly like that, just different mini games in this. It's just so good.
Great.
And I wanna try it out with friends one day.
I mean, how much is it?
$15. That's the thing. But
There
it
it
just
is.
looks so fun. Like
I'll look into it.
you can. Oh man, it's just fun.
Oh, that does look really cool.
Mhm.
Wow.
And it's like different mini games and stuff, just like Mario
I
Party.
see that. Yeah, it's like it is like Mario Party, definitely.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Speaking
I have
of Mario
150
Party, though,
Wait, what's that?
Gabby, remember when like me and you, we like, this was after like Quest ended, and me and you really started to talk a lot.
Yeah.
When we were like, oh hey, like we should start a gaming channel together, and I was like, what would we call it? And then it was like me and you were really like getting into like Nintendo games, and then I was joking around. I said Nintendos, or like Chicken Tendos or something like that. And you took it seriously. I don't know if that was a joke. I'm assuming it was, though. And then we were like, all right, what are we going to record? I was sitting there looking for like bootleg Mario parties with multiplayer. I was like, I mean, they don't got it on Steam. But yeah. It would have been interesting to see where that went if we actually went through with it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think that's it for like as much as we can talk about.
Yeah.
If any of you guys have anything you want to talk about, though.
I don't. Oh god.
It's all good. Well, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching and listening and whatever. I'm gonna leave Skunk's Twitter and stuff and Twitch in the description, so you can follow him.
Go check out this smelly boy.
I'm very smelly, let me tell you. Man, she wasn't barking the whole time, and now she decides to bark. Man, I'll tell you.
She got something to say.
Oh yeah. She's like, bye bye.
Anyway, yeah. See you guys. Yeah, next episode.
Yee.
Goodbye.
Get out of here.